It's time for everyone's favorite genre, Mahjong. All of the Mahjong releases for 1990 seem to be clustered in the autumn, so we're kind of in the middle of those right now. Mahjong, of course, is Japan's second favorite gambling pastime, a set-building game similar to Rummy, but played with tiles instead of cards. In Japan, the common version is Riichi Mahjong, which requires that players build particular kinds of hands before they're allowed to go out. Tamura Mitsuaki was a relatively well-known Mahjong player at the time. He had risen through the ranks in the 1970s, wrote a few books on the subject, and then shortly after this game came out, he was involved in a match-fixing scandal. Some younger players at a tournament were intentionally passing up winning tiles so that Tamura could win. And since then, he hasn't played Mahjong professionally. Oddly enough, that scandal doesn't seem to have given this game any kind of cachet like certain other Famicom games. It's just one more unknown Famicom Mahjong game to mix into the pile. This one at least offers a few different things. It's not really intended for you to just play Mahjong, although they have that mode. It's intended to teach you Mahjong. And to that end, the first option from the menu lets you watch a hand of Mahjong being played. You just sit there watching it play out, and then at the end you get a little bit of information. So you can watch the AI play against itself, and then have some auto-generated notes on that. After you've watched the computer play the hand, you have the ability to take over yourself and play that exact hand. The second option from the main menu is to just play Mahjong, and here it's exactly what you'd expect. It plays decently enough, and the interface here always prompts you when you can draw somebody else's discard, so you have to specifically choose to pass on those. The third mode from the main menu is a 10-question quiz where you're asked which tile you should discard. I am very bad at this. There is a scoring system for which tile you select. Some are better than others. The final option from the main menu takes you to a set of pre-programmed Mahjong hands that you can play out. It's easy for me to say, it's just Mahjong, and then end the video, but I do try to evaluate these games. And I gotta say, Tamura Mitsuaki no Mahjong Seminar is one of the higher quality Mahjong games I've seen on the Famicom. The presentation is excellent and clean. I really like the way that it displays the discarded tiles. And you can hit select to see some additional information, as well as change the background music. I'm dubious about the quality of the advice it gives based on how the hand was played, but just doing that at all on the Famicom is kind of impressive. I think the biggest feature that it's lacking is that there's no personality to the opponents that you face at the table. That's despite the cast of cartoon characters that populate the cover of the box. Even in Japan, nobody talks about this one because it's yet another Mahjong game. So even if it doesn't hold a lot of interest these days, I bet the person who bought it back in 1990 was pleased with their purchase.